Hey everyone. So to answer today's forum questions, what challenges will you face as you try to do this? There's always going to be those students who are resentful, regardless of race. I mean, there's always those students who don't want to partake in the activities anyways. But as far as intergroup relations in school, uh, I think just the challenges of students who haven't been put in those situations who have been under coaches who maybe haven't touched on the subject so much as we've read in the book and the different methods that could be utilized to bring people together, not only students but parents, people in the community. I think everyone. So the challenges that we'll face as we try to do this is you know, this is new for some people. This is, some people are just used to being in their own, in their own bubble. They isolate themselves away from people. Um, what challenges will be the most difficult to deal with? Fortunately, I haven't had any students that have really been difficult as far as, racially and ethically in a mixed high school. But I think just those students who, like I said, who isolate themselves away from everyone, um, or even parents. If parents can get involved, I have been to games where parents are vocal about certain things, but not necessarily, about ethnicities. But what strategies will you implement to make this a success? So in the Coakley reading. Um, as we mentioned, he mentioned, none of us are born with racial ideology. We acquire it over time as we interact with others and learn to give meanings to physical characteristics. So I think just at an early age, implement a program of some sort. Maybe in the PE classes that they start getting together early at a young age. That way, people don't feel threatened. Once they get to the high school level and they segregate into their groups. Uh, I also found another one that said the most effective way to diffuse racial ideology is for people to understand each other's history and heritage and to depend on each other to achieve their goals. So again, just bringing people together as a common goal, and maybe not necessarily sport related. Regardless if you're in the sport, depending on what it is, just bring people together to discuss other things maybe outside of sports. Just have them get to know each other and let them and their situations and what's going on in their life. Uh, Another one I found interesting was sports related to ethnicity in three ways. I'm only going to discuss this one. They can be used to break down social and cultural barriers, discredit stereotypes, and facilitate assimilation. So I went to a cross country camp about 2 years ago in Colorado, in Boulder, Colorado. One of the main activities was a skit. So they broke up everybody into different groups. Everyone seemed willing. I mean, people were shy. I saw people of every different race. It was a skit. I forget what it was on, but it was like a play of some sort. But regardless, it didn't have anything to do with cross country, or which that was the camp. It was a cross country camp. And every night we would set aside an hour to work on the skit together. And everybody just had different ideas. And I was associated with one of the groups, and I was just watching everybody interact, and I really think they got to know each other. So um, similar functions such as that, I think we can slowly kind of bring people together. Um, so and one thing that the coach did in the Jackie Robinson movie, Mr. Ricky, uh, just be on top of your coaches, and if you're a head coach, be on top of your coaches. If you see anything, notice anything, wait for the right time to kind of diffuse the situation that was on your mind. Um, like the coach would call him at very late hours and just discuss the issues that he was having, but without him directing, since he's empowering the coach as the leader to take on the challenges that the organization are seeing. Uh, when he told them, he's pretty direct. I mean, but when needing to be, he told them, you will manage him fairly. or basically you'll be unemployed. So kind of being real direct in those situations. But what I also liked about Mr. Riki is with every concern he attached it with a message, or anything he was displaying, he attached it with a message of God, and that really stood out to me. Um, so like I said, just stay on top, like Mr. Ricky did. Stay on top of every move. If you're part of the organization, you're a head coach. You have to know everything that's going on. I mean, you're not gonna know the little small things, but I mean, you have to make it a priority to know what's going on within your organization, to know what's going on with your students, to know what's going on with your staff and how they feel about certain things. Just like Mr. Ricky was, he was well aware of the petition that was going around. And like he said, pay attention to your work. Um, he had no hesitation to move players around. Once you have a common goal and a common sight, it's important to stay consistent, as Mr. Ricky did. If we start altering, we start adjusting, and people see that, students see that, community sees that. But if we have a message that we stick to and that we're giving our students and our coaches, um, then that's how we have to go about it. And again, Mr. Ricky stayed calm, and he mentors them through all situations. So, as far as strategies go to implement it, I think just having a real hands-on feel with your organization, your coaches, your admin, letting them know how it is you coach, your policy, whatever it is, just stay consistent, stay committed to your people, your community, and I think everything else will come together. And that's it. Thank you.